this competition, the former European bronze medalist and second best performer in Europe this season, representing
He's number 2 on the European charts this season. Isa Dobreski, World Championship silver medalist last year. In fact, she moved up a place because Natalia Rodriguez, whom we're going to see very shortly, was disqualified. The Spaniard crossed the line in first place, but she was disqualified for pushing. She managed to knock over Galeta Burk of Ethiopia, so a DQ by the name of Natalia Rodriguez, but she's back here. No mishaps on the route to the final. Asli Shakir of Turkey, former steeplechaser. From Poland, Silvia Ediz, twice the European Cup winner at this distance. So she can win certainly off a slow pace with a good kick. Nuria Fernández of Spain. Spanish have 2 runners in this final. Fernandez was 4th in the World Championship final last year, without controversy, unlike Rodriguez. Oksana Brozek of Russia, former European indoor 800-meter champion. Hannah England, growing in confidence. This is another final achieved for one of the younger British runners. In fact, they have 3 in this final. Anna Mischenko of Ukraine, having her best season, running that 4:04. And Natalia Rodriguez, she was the one who was disqualified from the final last year in the World Championships. Over eager, rather, I think, with intent on foul play, and she was found guilty of pushing. It certainly was a blatant push. Steph Twell of Britain, 20 years of age, and the former European junior champion. From France, Fangentino Felix, number 4 on the European list this year, so certainly one to watch. Former Madagascan. The woman who's looked, certainly on times and performances, the best in Europe this season, the Russian Anna Alminova. She did serve a 3-month suspension for testing positive after taking a cold cure. She came back to competition in early July. She's almost 2 seconds faster than anybody else in this field. The women's 1500-meter final. Alminova of Russia this season, and before that as well, having taken the European indoor title, looks to have the kind of range that she can win any kind of race. We'll see what her rivals put up as a challenge. Alminova on the outside, Hinderhiva, the French record holder, on the curb. They are the duo in the lead. There's Shakir of Turkey, Dobreski of Britain, Felix from France, Fernández of Spain, and right behind her is the second of the Spaniards, Rodriguez and Ediz of Poland. Alminova seems content to lead. Some way of staying out of trouble, though she does have the kind of finishing burst that would frighten anybody in this field. I think 63 seconds for the opening lap, the opening 400 metres. Nothing too startling about that. Again, this is a very different sort of race to the Grand Prix circuit, where we have a pacemaker usually going off in front. This is really testing everyone's tactical ability as well as heart, lungs. And on the whole, I think it makes for better racing. Ediz of Poland is right off the back. Alminova still. Dehiba. Shakir, the Turk, is having a good run. Zabriskie well positioned in fourth. And Felix and Fernandez. That last 400 metres slower, just inside 66 seconds after an opening of 63. Alminova still in front, taking them along pretty steadily. Zabriskie of Britain is sometimes criticised for being a little tactically naive, doing a good job just on the shoulder there, running not too wide, but in a good position. At least she's not getting boxed in. Now they're coming round for the bell. Alminova of Russia from Zabriskie. Into the last lap of the 1500 metre women's final. And Alminova, the European number 1 this year from Russia. Then Lisa Zabriskie of Britain. Hindahiba, the French record holder. Azli Shakir of Turkey forcing her way through, and she's looking strong on the outside. Alminova just puts in a little surge to cover that. Still the Russian leads. Alminova from Shakir. Now here comes Natalia Rodriguez for Spain. Rodriguez attacking, and she can finish fast. She's the challenger to Alminova. Off the bend, it's still Alminova. Hindahiba trying to find a way through on the inside, and the gap opens up for Hindahiba. Alminova is looking beaten. The Russian's gone. And here comes Nuria Fernández. It's Nuria Fernández who's going to take the 1500 metre title. Nuria Fernández wins the gold. Hindahiba, silver. And Natalia Rodriguez, the bronze. Well, that's a Spanish double. The Spanish take the women's 1500 metres right after Arturo Casado the night before won the men's title. But that was a surprise in a double sense. To see the Russian Anna Alminova so comprehensively beaten. But also, of the two Spaniards, the money would have been on Natalia Rodriguez to finish ahead of Fernandez, but it was the other way round. Gold for Fernandez, bronze for Rodriguez. Hindahiba, controversial figure, having served a drug suspension, takes the silver. And what a night for Spain in the Montjuic Stadium. I think there'll be one family in particular who'll be celebrating, the Fernandez family. And the Rodriguez as well, I suppose, with a bronze. Off the bend, and Alminova, that was extraordinary, just looked to have nothing in reserve. Hindahiba found a way through, but charging through like a train. Nuria Fernández. Fernandez took it, then Dehiba, Natalia Rodriguez, and Lisa Zabriskie of Britain, the world silver medalist. She caught out of position, and although she is a very fast finisher, couldn't quite get in amongst the medals. Nuria Fernández can't quite believe it. Well, the gaps appeared all over the place. Hinda Heber looked to have got the title, but Nuria Fernández found that finishing burst from somewhere.